Big welcome to Planet Country this week. It is MFANG night, as I call it. It is my favouriteest time of the year. I'm going to go out on a limb and say today is a bigger day for me than Christmas. This is what it's all about. It is the Music for a New Generation Awards 2018 edition. We have amazing awards to present tonight. We actually have 8 awards that are fan voted. So 4 Australian awards and 4 international artist awards. And of course, 2 other awards that are presented. We call them industry awards. So a media industry award and an industry impact award. And they'll be presented later in tonight's show. MJ is here. He's getting set up to be live on Facebook. Can I wave to the Facebook audience yet? I can wave. Hi, Facebook. Thanks for joining in. MJ's just got some technical glitches there he's dealing with, but we will be underway with the first award very, very soon. What I can say is that we have had this year more votes than last year. Last year was the first year of full fan voting for all of the categories, and we have surpassed last year's vote number, which of course surpassed the previous year where we had just 2 awards, fan voted. So the move to go to full fan voting has paid off. Everyone who supports the artists loves the opportunity to support them and reward them by voting for them. And this year, more than any other year, the artists have got involved. The Australian artists sharing it on social media, asking their fans to, hey, send a vote my way if you can, and they've actually responded and done that. And our award system is a little bit different to others like the CMC Awards because it's 1 vote per person. So we don't have a situation where we have, hey, vote as many times as you want or vote once a day, every day for a month like CMC Awards. It is 1 vote. So I think by doing that, it's fairer because, otherwise people can just vote like crazy, and maybe that's not necessarily the true representation of who should win an award. So we've gone with that system. We're very happy with it, and I think it's the right way to do it. MJ, are we ready to proceed with the first award?
If you're ready, then I'm ready.
Okay, we will do that. Actually, I have to grab the envelopes. Hang on. Squeaky chair again. What we do have to do, in fact, is play the finalists. So the first award we're going to do is the International Female Artist of 2018. So let's hear from the finalists, and then, of course, we'll announce who it is that's won the award. International Female Artist of the Year.
International Female Artist.
Carrie Underwood.
And just walk away, pretty much take your way through anything, but you can't cry pretty.
Cassidy Pope.
No, boy, I'm talking about I'm not down, nobody knows. That'll tell you everything you need to know about me and why I talk like I do it, why I'm falling for you, why I wanna take you home.
Danielle Bradbury.
And it was hello summer, goodbye tomorrow. Blue skies and blue eyes, a hell of a way to start. Letting them go would be the hardest part. Hello summer, goodbye tomorrow.
Kelsey Ballerini.
I hate love songs. Yeah, I really do. I hate love songs, but I love you.
Lindsay L.
Yeah, boy, got me burning like a matchstick. Take me to the edge and one step past it. It ain't right, it ain't typical. Oh, what you do to me is criminal.
Catherine McGrath.
But I knew you wanted her when you looked in my eyes and you almost kissed me underneath the light. And it should be me, stuck on your mind, taking your time. It should be me, stealing your heart, driving you wild.
Okay, so there you have it, the finalists for International Female Artists. We're still getting some stuff sorted out here in the studio. What I can say to those people live on Facebook, here are the envelopes. So these are actually the envelopes with the winners' names in them. So I've got them all here in the right order. So are we ready to go? Let's have a look. It is International Female Artist.
Big Stu.
Yes. I was about to do it. and
But
you
every
stopped me.
year I'm like, do we have a drum roll sound effect?
That's right. You do ask that every year. And
Do
every
we have
year-
a drum roll sound effect?
Every year I say, yeah, I forgot that. So no, we don't. have it.
Hang on. Do I do drum roll?
You normally do it, but I'm a little concerned because we've got all these mics and things. It's not going to affect the equipment, is it?
Well, let's find out.
It's a very tinny. All right, here we go. I'm going to announce the first one. It's stuck.
And these are people who voted.
This is the envelope.
People voted for this
Fans
winner.
have voted for, let's have a look, International Female Artist, and it is Miss Venezuela. No, that was another thing. It is, in fact...
I'm so sorry. We got that wrong. It wasn't Miss Venezuela. I'm sorry. You were not International Female Country Artist of the Year. Who is it, Big
was,
Stu?
in fact, Carrie Underwood. It's been a huge 2018 for Carrie Underwood, which included becoming the first female country artist to have 4 #1 albums with Cry Pretty topping the Billboard 200 chart. Carrie gave some love to her Aussie fans when she headlined the Denny Ute Muster in September, and 2019 looks to be another massive year, with baby number 2 on the way. The multitasker sets a high bar for country artists to follow, and that's why her fans have voted her International Female Artist 2018.
I'm sorry, but I'm just
Off. It's on already.
It's on? Okay, cool. All right, should be on the Facebook mic.
Okay, so we need to just turn this down. Okay, so MJ, can you hear me through that system you have set up?
Pretty well.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we're sorry about that. We're trying to
Bring that level down, please.
trying to set all this up.
What can you... Hang on, let me just do it now.
Right.
So we can't hear you fiddling with stuff. Sorry, big awards show. No time to prepare.
That's right. Well, the problem is we have to change. We're trying to set up all this gear we have to do, and we've got the drive presenter in, Marie, and we have to do the changeover. It's not easy to do. So, and normally we don't, and that's why we don't go live at the very start of the show, because we have to set all this up. So we take about 10 minutes and then go live. But tonight the show is jam-packed because there's 8 awards, and we're going to hear 2 songs each from the winners. So there's 16 songs to play, plus, of course, the 2 extra awards that we do, the industry awards. So a big show to get through, and we wanted to go live straight away. So thank you for joining us. MJ, let's have a chat about Carrie Underwood, because she has been the fans' choice, and in this International Female Artist category, she won it, it's fair to say, convincingly. Everyone loves Carrie Underwood at the moment.
I think it helps that she's come out here. How many of the international artists have been to Australia, Big Stu?
That's right, and she was here, of course, she's been here several times, but she was here for the Denny Ute Muster this year. She headlined that, and she came not long after it was announced that she was pregnant. So I think that, a lot of fans like the idea, hey, she was pregnant, but she still came out and honoured that obligation. We're waving goodbye to Maria. She leaves the studio here at SWAT 999 in Sydney's West. And of course, if you're listening through the Wolf, well, I wouldn't be hearing this, would they? Because we're not live on the radio at the moment. We are live on Facebook. MJ's just getting his mic sorted. So you normally have a clip that goes on the side there.
I don't want to use it.
Oh, okay.
See, I've got a couple. See, if I'm facing the camera, they're going to hear me on this beautiful Zoom H2N.
So you've got
And if I'm
2
facing my
mics.
screen, they're going to hear me on this H5, which doesn't have the bass tone as the other one.
So I only have the one mic for when we're not live on radio.
Well, how often do you face away?
No, that's true.
Test 1, 2.
But see, I have to do this thing where I kind of reach across and press buttons. So
First of all, we've got a couple of...
sorry how that squeak. It's this.
Okay, so we've got a few people tuning in already. We've got Shannon, so good evening, y'all. Shannon, whereabouts are you from? I'm going to say somewhere in the United States. According to your profile, Austin, Texas. We've got a lot of listeners in Texas. We also have Greg from Campbelltown. James with a Z. G'day, James. Danny, hi guys. Hi, Danny. Danny from Tassie. And the Birdman is back.
Hey,
he says,
Birdman.
I hope I win the Keith Urban tickets. So...
Well, that means you must have voted. So there you go. Of course, everyone that voted were there. You had to tick a box. There were people who voted and said,
Yes.
I don't want to win because maybe they couldn't
Surprisingly.
get for it. Well, because we had people vote from overseas. So if you're overseas, you're not going to be able to...
Georgina
to
says she can't hear us. Why is
I
that?
also have an issue with the vision here. So,
Oh, it's probably the cable. It's...
but
There we go. Give that a go.
reload.
Georgina, can you hear us any better? It's on that 1, 2, 2, 2. Yes, yeah. Every time I go to listen in to Facebook Live from Stu's phone, Stu, your phone's like malfunctioning. It's ticking me off.
What's wrong with my phone?
It keeps trying to like activate Google Home or something. Every time I plug your headphones in.
Are you saying hello Google or something?
No, I'm saying your phone stuff and I don't know what you do to your phone. I can't really... Why can't I hear myself?
Hi, this is Carrie.
So we actually heard.
I'm not hearing stuff. Why can you...
Through,
I can't hear you from my normally, so I'm not hearing you from my headphones. Can you? That seems loose as anything. It's not over here. Yeah, I can't over volume now. Alright. Test 1, 2. I've got nothing. Why have I got nothing? Can you... I can piss in my blood now. Here. Put... Your phone's malfunctioning with my headphones. Get the Facebook up right now. I want to hear stuff. Why am I not hearing? That's come undone, no? What are you doing?
I'm trying to get it to load. It's slow.
Okay, I think I can hear myself now.
Yep, we can hear the whole time.
Okay, so I've got this one, but every MFANG Awards, something goes wrong and it's getting on my nerves. I want an assistant. Someone pay us money and I can get an assistant. Alright, so Facebook Live. Can you hear me now, guys? Should be able to hear me now. Waiting for your comments to come through. What we've got problems over here for. So it's the output of this, the line out of that's not working. Can you talk? Can you be taken over?
I can talk a little. I've actually gone and changed chairs because the squeaky chair is really squeaky tonight. And I don't want really squeaky chair tonight.
Too many cables, I want wireless. So that's going to there. So Carrie Underwood has won the first award and we've got another one to come. What have we got? Male artist? Or the
We will do
male?
male next, but I just want to grab a pen.
You can hear us, that's good. Fix the problem. I'm not sure. Every MFANG Award something goes wrong. Last year it was the syndication of the Wolf didn't work properly. That stressed me out because the station we're at the time, their live stream doesn't work, so we had to do it manually. So that's you, number 2. What are you doing? Can you sit down and talk to Facebook, please, Big Stu?
Well, but you couldn't be seen.
I don't care. I want content. Okay. Got to talk.
Well, I'm low down on this chair. I'm not low cash, I'm low down. I'm probably low cash as well. So, Carrie Underwood has won Female Artist, International Female Artist. We've heard Cry Happy. We are playing Love Wings at the moment, the 2 big singles she had.
Did you say Cry Happy? It's Cry Pretty.
Sorry, Cry Pretty. I'm happy because it's MFANG Day. So get ready to go on air. You're going to do the next award.
Now? Switch.
Carrie Underwood, Love Wins, and we also heard Cry Pretty. And of course, she has won the International Female Artist 2018 fan voted. So congratulations to everyone who picked the winner. It's kind of like, you know, did you pick the winner? Did you back the winner? Well, lots of people did. It was a convincing win for Carrie Underwood. But, of course, some great finalists there as well. But, Carrie, a big year. We were saying on Facebook Live that she, of course, came to Australia.
Trying to say on Facebook Live. We had some
audio problems.
every MFANG Award, something goes wrong.
That's exactly
But the
right.
last time the issue was with the station, here SWA's running good. Everything's perfect at
Everything's
SWA.
fine.
It's Facebook Live. It's too many cables. I've got
That's right. There's
cables galore.
Cables galore to do this live Facebook. I have changed chairs, by the way, and I'm now lower down, so this is a bit weird. But we need to keep a pace because there's so many awards to do. MJ's going to announce this next one, but first we need to hear from the finalists for International Male Artist.
International Male Artist.
Thomas Rhett.
I'll do a strong shot of whiskey straight out the flask. I'll try to make it through without crying, so nobody sees. Yes, you wanna get married, but she don't wanna marry me.
Keith Urban.
There's a place that I know where they all know me. I gotta get back now to the ones who love me. Wrap myself around you, never let you go. There's nothing in the world that feels like the place that I know where they all know me. I gotta get back now to the ones who love me. Wrap myself around you, never let you go. There's nothing in the world that feels like coming home.
Kane Brown.
Wanna open them up, close all the doors, spin you around that kitchen floor. Cause all week long I've been waiting for you and me, girl. Just chilling on the weekend, sipping something on the cheap end.
Luke Bryan.
Stepside covered down in peanut dust. Friday night spotlight and that was us. It might not have been you, but I can't judge. Just be proud of what makes your country.
Morgan Evans.
Let's get a little day drunk, party with our shades on, play a bunch of old songs, sing along, get the words wrong. When you day drunk.
Luke Combs.
Every night a different town, she follows me around. So you get what's left of me. Yeah, you get what's left of me. Cause she got the best of me.
There you go. Amazing finalists there. And just need to explain, some people have queried, Morgan Evans, classed as Keith Urban, is as an international artist because he's based in Nashville and he's an artist of the
Nashville.
world.
He released music to
The
the
world.
US industry, or the world, the US industry. He has to go on holiday to come back home.
So
And
that
so,
pretty
yeah.
much makes you international.
And when he toured Australia, he was flying in and he was flying out. He wasn't
That's
like,
right.
I'm leaving my house to go on a tour. So he does get classified as international. We want to recognise the artists that stay here in Australia, or the Kiwis that come over to Australia.
That's right, as
Yeah.
a separate entity. Now, MJ, do I have to do the drum roll? Because you're doing the envelope. Just hold it up to the, there you
To
go.
the Facebook Live camera.
Facebook Live
we have to
camera.
describe this for radio. So it's
That's right, it's an envelope.
What size envelope would you call that?
It's not a DL, that's a size.
Is it a
It's-
gold envelope?
It's not
No,
gold,
it's
it's
just
white. But it
paper.
does have the logo on it for the MFANG 2018
I love
awards.
when they say there's an envelope on, on the TV awards, and really it's just a folded over piece of cardboard with
That's
maybe
right.
a little sticker on it.
Well, we're one better than that. We've got an
We've
envelope.
got an actual postage
All right, here we go.
envelope, and then we've got a piece of paper which I've pulled out.
The winner is...
There's no surprise. It's Keith Urban.
Keith Urban has continued his musical journey with the Graffiti U album, bending genres and taking country where it's never been in Australia, the mainstream. His legion of fans are some of the most passionate, and he's adding new fans every day who have voted in droves, ensuring Keith his second MFANG Award for International Male Artist.
Alright, we should be back to a normal. If I can hear it alright. Hello? Yes. Your one's working?
Hello, how's it going, Facebook?
Alright, so it should be working now. Should be working.
All right, should be working. Hello, Facebook. Hopefully people are still watching because they weren't able to hear us for a bit
Alright,
there.
now I've got to do what I normally do. Make sure that... I'm really going to fix this switch here. If anyone wants to donate at least a 2-channel DJ mixer, you'd help me out a lot.
So where are we at? Is that flipped us over?
Yeah, we're on Facebook. I just can't hear it perfectly.
Okay.
I'm gonna, like, literally jam
Adam
it in the
Staples has joined us by the looks of it. So hi, Adam. So MFANG Awards. You can see in the foreground here. The foreground, yes, it is. That is the awards. So for those that don't know, and this is the 4th year of the awards, we have a. Well, it was a metaphor to start with. Now it's an actual trophy or a plaque. and it's called the Shattered CD. And what that's about is the fact that it represents, I guess, the old system, which was, CDs, right? They're out. Streaming and electronic music is coming in, electronic distribution.
Someone's ringing.
So the CD, MJ's got to grab the phone. The CD has been shattered, and that's a metaphor for what's happening with. Should we be quiet and let MJ talk? I wonder who's on the phone. Hello? Is it a request? I think it's just heavy breathing. Anyway, so yes, the Shattered CD represents, from an artist perspective, artists that are doing a new thing. They're actually, with someone heavy breathing. So artists are actually breaking down barriers, breaking the old stereotype of what country music was about, and we celebrate new country artists. And so we felt that the Shattered CD was a great symbol of that. And so when Christy Lamb last year said, I want my prize, we actually had to go and shatter a CD and make one. So we decided we'd do that. And there you have the one in front.
Casey Barnes is in the room.
Hey, Casey. He's got to wait a while because his award is not until later. The Australian male artist is a finalist.
Chevelle, who's here as well.
That's right. They'll be listening to the end.
And they're both on the Gold Coast, so they're probably having a house party, looking at each other across the room like, so who's going to win this?
You know what I'd like to see in the comments too? I'd like to see the artists in the same category that we get to announce. A little, maybe Brooke saying, I bet you X amount I win, or, or Casey could say, I think I'm going to win is $10, or whatever it might be. Or maybe they'll think I won't win.
We can't condone that, Big Stu. No
We're
way
not
can we condone that.
I'd just like to see it. It'd be fun. So, it'd be funny to see that. For Casey and Brooke who've joined us, that is the metaphorical, now physical, Shattered CD. That's the actual prize. And the thing I like about it is no two are the same. And we have so much fun shattering a CD. The other thing I wanted to say was, do you know how hard it is to shatter a CD? The things bend in two. They're like the famed Shakespeare brand fishing rod that bends right over on itself. The CD is very hard to shatter. You can bend it, and then you actually have to hit it very hard.
I've actually watched you do it, Big Stu. It's quite a surprise to see how it happens.
You actually have to wrap it in a towel and sort of hit it because it just will bend and not break. So it's always a lot of fun. And then you have to kind of glue it back together or sticky tape it together. So it's very hard to do. So Keith Urban has taken out the international male artist category. It's the second time he's won it, which is interesting.
Prue wants to know if they'll pay up.
This is the thing. Maybe it doesn't have to be for money. Maybe it could be like, you have to roadie for me or something. Or
Big Stu, just
like
quickly,
that.
on behalf of Big Stu myself, I'd like to wish Jonty, I hope I said that right, a happy first birthday because...
First birthday?
That's right. Daniel, Jenna and Georgina aren't having dinner together tonight.
Oh, okay.
Plans are out because it's actually Jonty who's Daniel's son's first birthday. So happy birthday from Big Stu and MJ.
Yeah, happy birthday to the bub.
There's a whole bunch of conversations going on. Well,
I like that.
Yeah.
I used to hate that, but now I like it. I like the idea that people are just having...
It's interrupting me, though, doing my job.
That's right.
So you talk to Facebook, Big Stu.
I'll talk to Facebook. Yeah, I was going to say Keith Urban. He won a couple of years ago on the Ripcord release, and he's won again for Graffiti U. And it's interesting because Graffiti U continued that kind of experimentation started on Fused, took it a little bit further, lots of collabs like the one we're hearing at the moment on radio. Which is the song he did with Shy Carter. And I guess, for an artist like Keith, there's a risk in doing that. There's a risk in taking music away from what people know and love. But I think it's probably fair to say he's lost a couple of fans. So I know some people have said, I don't like his new stuff. But by far and away has he garnered more support, more fans all around the world from all sorts of other musical tastes as well. So there are lots of people that say, I love Keith Urban, but I don't like country, because they don't realise there's other people making music a little bit like Keith. And that's what, the awards are about, recognising artists that are pushing the boundaries and actually presenting country in a new way. So congratulations to Keith Urban. And so the song we're hearing at the moment that he did was My Way, featured Shy Carter. So that's cool. So the next award we're going to do shortly is... it's always a favourite. It is Australian Group or Duo. So there you go, Australian Group or Duo, and there's some real fine finalists in this category. Always a hotbed, and the voting was interesting. There wasn't a clear winner for a long time during the voting process. Different Groups would get
One of the
votes.
categories had, I think, were actually dead even for a couple of days with additional votes still coming in.
Yeah, so they'd get
the
5
one-
more, then they'd get 5, and then they'd get 3, and they'd get 3. It was amazing to watch. So group or duo, yeah, it was even for a while there, and then the winner actually skipped ahead. So we'll find out who that is very soon. We're about to go live back on radio. All right, flick it over, MJ.
Every day, every day. Oh, every day, every day.
Keith Urban feats Shy Carter on Planet Country, and Keith is a big winner. The second time he's won that award for International Male Artist, and of course he won it on the back of Ripcord, and he's won it again on the back of Graffiti U, and maybe because he's coming. Maybe people are like, oh, vote for Keith because he's coming out here.
Well, I was thinking because we're also giving away the Keith Urban tickets, but we made it quite clear you don't have to vote for Keith. That will not jeopardise your chance to win tickets to him.
It had
next
no
night.
no impact. It was randomly drawn, and we're going to announce that a bit later, so very excited about that. MJ, some people have joined us online. Do you want to give a shout out?
Well, yes, 2 finalists, in fact, have joined us. We have Casey Barnes and Brooke Chevelle, both up for Australian Male Artist of the Year. And we were talking whether they're wagering a bet against each other. Some of the people are saying, if there is a bet, not that we condone it, are they going to pay up? Maybe one of them has to cook dinner for each other. They both live on the Gold Coast, so it's convenient for them.
Well, I thought maybe instead of exchanging money, they could kind of have a wager where it's like, you have to be my roadie for a day or something like that if I win and you don't.
Speaking of roadies, the all-time greatest roadie doesn't even need to go be a finalist in MFANG. He's won it already.
I think,
Joe Norton is
the
here.
MFANG,
He's been
unofficial MFANG roadie of the year.
He's switching between SWA, The Wolf, and Facebook Live. I don't know how he's doing that, but yeah, he is.
And the thing is, there's actually going to be a time difference between SWA 999 and The Wolf, and then another time difference to Facebook Live. So, hello, Joe, and welcome. And it's probably scrambling his brain. Okay, MJ, it's time to do the next category. We need to hear the finalists. It's always hotly contested, this one. Australian group or duo. Let's hear the finalists.
Australian group or duo.
Hurricane Fall.
It's to the concerts and the late nights, all the hell yes and the alrights. It could be wheels up on a runway or a back road off a byway. That's life living our way.
The Ian Archibald Band.
Everybody knows your name. This place will never change, but something about it just feels right. Well, it's where I come from, where I belong. We party where the sun goes down. That's life, living in a small town.
The Jay Seeney Band.
The memory you will fade through the night as the wind and the lightning strikes. And the only thing that I can do right now is try to ride it out.
The McClymonts.
Let's get our feet wet, fall in love all over again. Take me down to the river, kiss me like we used to. All night, just like it was the first time. Doing whatever feels right for me, like we used to.
Route 33.
All legs in my long t-shirt, rocking them bare feet, wrecking my world. It's kinda crazy what you do to me. Girl, you're making it look so easy. Bumming around, chilling with no makeup on. When you really get to show it all.
The Wolf Brothers.
She don't know no sad song. As soon as she hits that neon, she's on, tearing it up to an upbeat track. She ain't down with that slow hand, slow dance. No, that ain't her jam. She's a rock on night long. Well, she don't know no sad song.
There you have it. Finalists for Australian Group or Duo, our first Australian award of the night. How good are those bands and duos and whatnot? Absolutely amazing. Before I announce it, though, someone caught my eye. One of the comments here, someone's actually saying, excited for next year, I'll have my CD out or my song out in time. So someone's getting excited to potentially be a finalist.
So should we be watching the name Scotty McConnell?
There you go, Scotty McConnell. So you too could end up in this envelope, potentially.
Greg Bryant has asked the question, do the winners actually get the shattered CD? If they ask for it...
If they want it, we'll shatter
make it.
That's
So
right.
Christy Lamb won Australian Female Artist of the Year last year, and she was coming on the show.
She said, I'll get my award. And we went, well, we don't kind of actually have one. She said, but
We've
I
got
want one.
one.
And we went, okay.
We've got the one... If you're on Facebook Live, you can see it. If not, jump on Planet Country Radio Show
That's
on
right,
Facebook.
and
You'll
you'll see
see our one template design for this year. And if an artist wants to come on the show, they have to come down to Sydney. We're not posting it. We're not made of money.
You don't want to post it. It could break the CD.
Exactly.
Now, MJ, can
it
I
could
have...
shatter even more. And then it's not a shattered CD, it's a obliterated CD.
That's right. Could I have a drum roll, please? It is Australian Group or Duo. I'm going to open the envelope. Australian Group or Duo. The winner is... interesting. No surprise, it is the Wolf Brothers! The brothers and mates who jumped from Tasmania to the mainland to further their musical journey have become elite artists in Australian country music. Remaining humble and singing from their hearts has seen the Wolf Brothers grow their sound and their fan base to take out their second MFANG for Australian Group or Duo.
All right, Big Stu, back on the Facebook.
We are back. Well, I've got to say, I did say no surprise. They are a juggernaut, the Wolf Brothers. They have just grown, and they've got so many fans. They've got a huge Facebook following these days as well. And the guys, what I love about them is they're a bunch of guys that started and they just wanted to play music on the mainland. They wanted to get off the island and experience some stuff, go on tour. And they've remained humble, and that's evident in the new album. They're singing from their heart. They're singing what they know. And even though, the sound may have changed a bit, like No Sad Song that's on now, a bit of a funky sound to it, the meaning is so true, and that's what resonates with fans. That is what country music's all about. So congrats to the Wolf Brothers. Now, MJ, there's some comments. Are people making some more comments there?
They are. Can you take a look? 'Cause I'm just making sure
Okay.
keep this audience going.
Okay, so...
Computer's slowing down, which is not helping me.
Okay, so we had Prue Mitchell said the Wolfies, so not sure if that's because they won or because she wanted them to win.
I believe that was before. I think that was a
she wanted
big Joe
them to
Norton
win.
as well. He predicted...
Someone...
are there bets going on? Is it like sports bet jumping on
could be.
this?
Someone else
Did we get a cut of the
mentioned,
profits?
Hurricane Fall. They were the first finalists you heard. Great Aussie band as well, of course. And big things expected from them with more music to come. We mentioned Scotty McConnell's got a song coming out. Wolf Brothers, Reece Stevenson said. Yes, what's that name? Denny Shaw. So someone's saying, what's the name? Scotty McConnell. So that is cool.
Scotty Mac is his stage name. He just messaged
Ah,
us.
there you go. So he's messaged his music already. This is cool. I like this. So you never know. And of course, there is the Emerging Artist Award, which we called New Artist before, but we renamed it this year because it's not necessarily about being brand new and no one knows you. It's about your journey, and you put something out and you didn't get far with it. You've come back, you put out something else, and you've emerged as a true artist. Or you've come to country late in the career. It doesn't matter. You're an emerging artist in the country music scene. So and that's available for Australian and international artists as well. So good stuff. MJ, we haven't been asking people what they're eating because we're so fixated on the awards, but
We're
if they
also
want-
incredibly busy. At least I am.
MJ's very busy running our social program.
You probably hear my clicks of the mouse coming through.
But if you want to tell us what you're eating, our regulars weren't posting pictures tonight because their baby was 1 year old, so they're obviously tied up.
You hear Tom Wolf in the background with a voiceover that was quite a few years old. That was from our 100th episode.
That was from our 100th episode.
This is number 234.
That's right. I've been writing that all day, and it's so cool because it's just 2, 3, 4 on the keyboard. So 2, 3, 4.
I said 2, 3, 4. Dun, 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 dun.
What happens when we get? Oh, I know what we're going to do. When we get to episode 5,678, we're going to do live 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm a boot skipping baby.
We have to do it. I have to apologise to the Facebook fans, Facebook viewers, because they may be seeing me kind of attempt to move my body in some kind of dance format, or at least nod my head whilst we're listening to the finalist music, because there's like about 2 minutes of that, and the Facebook viewers are actually hearing that audio, and so I'm sitting here kind of stupid like. MJ's busy on the keyboard, so I'm kind of like bopping my head and whatever. So I have actually sung along a bit. Luckily, this mic is off, and you're hearing the actual
I think that
proper.
one's back on now.
No, while I'm singing, and they're hearing the proper audio, which is good. So the Wolf Brothers, we had no sad song. We're now playing Ain't Seen It Yet, the first single from the Country Heart album, and a great video, of course, filmed down on the farm. And really, that song set the scene for this album and the big tour that they've been undertaking, and it just resonated with people. People could see the truth in it, and there's nothing. Doesn't matter what you sing about. It could even be it doesn't have to be serious subject matter. It could be having a good time, but nothing works in country music better than the truth, you know. And that's what these guys are about. Absolutely amazing.
If you guys want me to read your comments out, share the video, because that's essentially what I'm doing. I haven't even shared it to the page. It's just inviting all the nominees. Okay, so looking at the comments, Adam Tom's up for Male Artist here. He's joined us as well. Joanne Daniels from Swire 999 is here as well. G'day, Joanne.
So, for Adam Tom's sake, we had...
Can I just say, there's a joke here.
Yeah.
How can Santa deliver presents during a thunderstorm? Answer, his sleigh is flown by reindeer. Bit of Christmas-themed humour here for you.
I like that, that's good.
Georgina, love the Wolf Brothers. My loyalty is with Hurricane 4, though. Well, I'll tell you what, Hurricane 4 are going to give the Wolf Brothers a run for their money, I think, over the next few years.
Dave Daniel has said Big Stu was singing along to Ride It Out. I was, in fact, to a couple of the songs.
Jace Lensky has said my all-time fear during this time of the year. Evening crew, I'm late again. Daylight saving doing my head in Queensland. And well done to the Wolf Brothers. Well, Jace is up for Male Artist of the Year and Emerging Artist of the Year.
That's right, up for 2 awards, which is fantastic.
Joe Nonnan's having a Porto for dinner.
A Porto, not the steak that he had last week.
Not the official sponsor of the MFANG Awards. Disappointing, a Porto. You got to lift your game.
I like a Porto, though. How good is it?
Cody Birdman, pork schnitzel and apple slaw.
MJ, you are going to do the next one, so I'm going to pass the envelope to you. It is International Emerging Artist. Great award.
This is an interesting one.
So many talented people.
Wade the Butler. He's the Butler. He's our Butler. You need to be our Butler. Interested in seeing how well Josh Setterfield progresses. Well, he's also up for Male Artist of the Year.
That's right.
Shannon,
and,
too early
new
for me
music
to eat.
From Josh very soon.
Shannon from Austin, Texas. 1:40 a.m. here. We are actually 17 hours behind, y'all.
Wow.
Well, Shannon, you're watching the future.
That is
It is currently 6:43 p.m. in Sydney. All right.
I know. Flick it over.
Yep.
Yeah, the Wolf Brothers, and of course, congratulations to the guys. They are the Australian group or duo 2018 as voted by the fans, and they did actually, they skipped ahead towards the end, but it was very close early on with votes spread across all of the artists, which is fantastic. And we've just been on Facebook Live. A lot of people were predicting who would win and saying who their favourite was, so yeah, that's good.
Well, they're basically revealing who they voted for in the MFANG Awards.
Right, exactly.
We have almost every artist up for Australian Male Artist of the Year on Facebook Live as well.
Right now.
Yeah.
We said there should be some sort of wager. You know, if I win, you've got to be my... I said roadie, but it could be butler, because someone was talking about being a butler there.
Well,
so
no, we have...
Seinfeld style.
How's this for a name? We have Wade the Butler. His name is the Butler, and I'm like, he should be our butler.
Ah, that's where I get it.
I'm going to say, yeah, Wade, I just need a bottle of champagne here to celebrate the MFANG Awards
exactly
for 2018.
Right. All right, so the next award, MJ's going to announce it, but first we need to find out who the finalists are. I love this category. It is International Emerging Artist.
International Emerging Artist.
Bailey Bryan.
Here I am, doing everything I ever wanted to, but it's gonna take some getting used to. Said it's gonna take some getting used to.
Catherine McGrath.
But I knew you wanted her when you looked in my eyes, and you almost kissed me underneath the light. And it should be me, stuck on your mind, taking your time. It should be me, stealing your heart, driving you wild.
Devin Dawson.
What do you say? It's Friday night and you're beautiful, so beautiful. your friend.
Jimmy Allen.
I'm not saying that I'm perfect, though, 'cause girl, you know I'm not. But I'll love you with everything I got. Girl, I'll give you my best shot.
Morgan Wallen.
Tonight we're gonna raise a whole lot more than Kane, 'cause there's money in the bank and tomorrow's Saturday. So if they pass that fifth of Jack this way, I turn it up, down, up, down, up, down.
Walker Hayes.
Do you love me? If you do, check yes, please. Girl, you know you think my tractor's sexy. Got me spinning like a jukebox junkie, making me feel like 90s country.
MJ, you didn't sing for the tractor sexy.
Do you think my tractor's sexy? That's what he does it.
You've got to sing along. So the comments are coming through. People are suggesting who
I want
might win.
more comments, though.
Jimmy Allen, Morgan Wallen for the win. So a lot of people predicting here. MJ, you're going to announce it. I shall provide
Before I do, well, you got to prime the drummer ready. Yeah. Before you do that, just quickly, if you are on Facebook Live, share the video, share it with all the artists that are finalists, because we want everyone who voted to be here, because they need to know if they win the Keith Urban tickets. And if you're listening in on SWAR 999, if you're in the car or if you're at home, just get the radio, turn it up, and just say, "It's SWAR 999. You need to tune in." 99.9 FM and all.
Is that how you do
about
it?
90% of Sydney can pick up SWAR 999.
That's right.
And if you're on the Wolf Australia, just tell people to download the app or jump on tunein.com.
That's right.
Or you can also stream SWAR 999.
That's right.
So make sure you share the video, invite all the artists, and fingers crossed you may go home with a double pass to see Keith Urban January next year here in Sydney. Now it is time, Big Stu, to announce International Emerging Artists, and based on the comments, there's a lot of...
a lot riding on it.
Yeah, a lot of people interested in who's won this. So I've got it. Here's the little paper. It literally is paper. Not cardboard. We can't afford that.
Open it up and show it to the screen.
The International Emerging Artist for 2018 is... It's Catherine McGrath.
From an amazing field of worthy artists, the UK's Catherine McGrath has emerged to claim her spot as a truly international artist. McGrath spent time in Australia this year and has developed a local fan base who have rewarded her with the MFANG for International Emerging Artist. Okay, so Catherine McGrath, a real surprise, I've got to say. Of course, the international awards are usually dominated by American artists. We have had Canadian artists in there, but an artist from the UK, that is absolutely huge. And she's so talented. And, of course, she was in Australia supporting Morgan Evans. So I guess she garnered some more fans when she was down under. And they voted for her, which was really, really cool. But what a group. Some of the talent in there, absolutely amazing.
Shannon Lewis said she loves Cole Swindle more. She loves Jimmy Allen, but loves Cole Swindle more. Cole Swindle was in the contention.
That's right.
I think he's for a finalist, but narrowly missed out.
Yes, that's right. A lot of people are saying Morgan Wallen and who else can I see there? She was awesome supporting Morgan Evans. Sorry, Dinks Gal just said. That's a cool name. And Crew Minstrel's hat has to go. We'll watch a video later.
Well, wherever you're going, jump on the Wolf Australia on tunein.com, the Android app, and head to wolfradio.com.au/listen-live to stream. Or if you're in Sydney, tune into 99.9 FM, SWAR 999, Sydney's West. Despite it being Sydney's West, it covers pretty much all of Sydney. I think if you're in the Northern Beaches, you may struggle a bit.
You may struggle.
Sorry to Ben Ransom, I think it's from the Northern Beaches. So
there you go. I think that was interesting, Catherine McGrath picking up that win, and but what an amazing bunch of talented people coming through. Country is looking good for the future.
Now you know why we handed over to fan voting. After 1 year, we were like, how do we choose?
Well, we did have a category. We had a system that we tried to use where we actually scored points for original music or new music. Their touring, like we actually looked for the international ones. We knew the Australians. We looked how much touring they did, where did they play, how much fan interaction did they have. We looked at their social media work. Were they active on social? Were they engaging with fans? So we looked at all these categories and we kind of scored them out of 5, and then we added it all together to determine. And it wasn't just us two; there was a few other people involved in voting as well at Planet Country. And it was really hard to do. So we decided, you know what? Why should we have that headache? Why don't we hand it over to the fans? And of course, the fans are passionate. They'll vote for who they absolutely love, which is cool.
So Prue's from southeast Queensland, so the best way is to stream Swatch 999 and The Wolf Australia.
Or The Wolf Australia. Don't do it at the same time.
Well, you'll find out there's about a 60-second delay on The Wolf.
Exactly, yeah.
The Wolf, of course, takes the feed from Swatch 999 as well.
That's right. So there's a delay in uploading and downloading and whatnot.
Dave Neal said, yes, Ben Ransom is originally from Western Sydney, Cherrybrook, which is not far from Blacktown. It's closer to our original station and where we are. But he now lives in the Northern Beaches. So he's a Western Sydney kid, but now
I thought he was in the eastern suburbs, but maybe he's not.
I'm pretty sure North Sydney is northern suburbs somewhere.
I always love relaying the story about when I ran into Ben at a hospital where I was there taking someone to have a procedure done. It wasn't me, I was taking someone else. And Ben turned up and he's in the full hospital scrubs because that's what he does. He knocks people out for a living, literally. And yeah, it was really cool. And I suggested he should actually play guitar when they come to, when the anesthesia wears off, he should be there playing guitar.
Katie Janey's here. Hey fam, what did I miss? Well, time for a quick recap, Katie. I think that's so good. So we had international female artists. We'll just look at the envelopes on the table there.
They're all scattered on the ground here. So.
International female artist was Carrie Underwood.
That's her.
International male artist was Keith Urban.
Her page. Keith Urban is there.
Australian group or duo was the Wolf Brothers. And international emerging artist on the air right now is Catherine McGrath.
Absolutely,
so
from the UK.
Up next, well, Katie Jane, you got to stick around because up next is Australian emerging artist.
Ah, okay. So Katie's actually a finalist in this category.
Finalist for this category. All finalists as well are up for the Big Stu and MJ Industry Awards. These are two awards that we didn't want to give away all the power to the fans. We like choosing, we like recognising artists. So of the finalists, we get to pick two. One for industry impact, someone that has basically gone into the country music industry and taken it by storm, said, here I am, love me. And the other one is media impact. That is the combination of social media as well as radio interviews, news, publicity, basically getting your name out there and promoting yourself.
Media, basically, yeah.
So we know who won that one, don't we? But they don't know yet.
But that'll be later tonight. So yeah, looking forward to this next award, Emerging Artists. And there is so much talent in Australia right now. It is extraordinary. We discovered someone just during the week, a young artist coming through who is absolutely amazing, promising. So yeah, can't wait for that. Would go the Wolf Brothers, Danielle and Matt Conlon. Okay, there you go. Jason's got to set a lol. I don't quite know what the lol was for. Was that for something someone's typed or something we said?
Speaking of typing,
it's for Katie Jane because she said I'm scared. Don't say to be scared about it. Be excited. Don't be scared. And Katie is actually going to be in the studio.
We're still going to confirm the date. It's either next week or the 7th of January.
I love because Katie goes, are you guys doing it Christmas Eve? Because I can come then. I'm thinking, everyone's busy Christmas Eve. She's like,
Christmas Eve is 2 weeks away yet? I don't know. I haven't bought my presents.
I'm sure she said she'd come in then.
Yeah, Christmas Eve. But when is that? Is that a week away or 2 weeks away?
It's 2 weeks away.
Okay, I got time to buy presents. That's good.
Or is it 1 week? Anyway.
2 weeks.
That's right. So Katie was prepared to come in, so we might even do that. MJ, are we going to be here Christmas Eve?
No, she can do the show. She can do a fill-in. She can fill in for us.
Do the show. She'll turn up to be on the show, and it's like, well, you are the show. No one's here. Go for it. So Catherine McGrath playing at the moment, Don't Let Me Forget, which is the duet with Hunter Hayes. So cool. Alright, you want to flick it over? 30 seconds.
Let me forget. Don't let me forget.
It's a bit early to flick it over. It's 30 seconds still. I can get away with like 5.
10 seconds.
When you put that on, I'll flick it.